Let us review the events that transpired tonight. The smallest detail could be important, so hold nothing back. Hmm. I think
Maybe what she said, like what Monica said.
yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Monica lived long enough to say a name, Feuerschwinge. She fought hard to tell us. It must be important.
Yes. And I'm waiting back here.
Amsel seems taken back. He pauses for a moment before responding. The fire wing? This is unexpected. You'll have to forgive me. This brings back many unpleasant memories.
Fisting?
I'm not sure what the connection with Firewing there is, but
Well, I don't know, maybe the fist had been rubbed in chili before.
oh god.
I'm not sure that this is the kind of story that the writers of this series intended,
No,
but
probably.
I'm sure that there are a lot of fan fiction writers out there who this is just up their alley.
Also, while I was reading that last line, I kind of turned into William Shatner for a moment, apparently. This brings back many unpleasant memories.
Yes, fisting, chili, and probably something else that we don't know about yet, but I'm sure Amsel will tell us.
Those two things can be connected to William Shatner.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. Lori raises an eyebrow. I cannot do that. I can only raise them both, and I tend to do it in a slight of teasing, seductive kind of way.
You can't do the people's eyebrow.
Nah, can't do that. Just doesn't work. The other one always want to follow. Just
I know the feeling. I can't even really control my eyebrows when I move the eyebrows. My nostrils also widen.
Really? Oh my god, that's fun.
It's weird tick.
Yeah, so I'm going to do the. So I'm going to raise both my eyebrows in a teasing, seductive way. Done. The fire wing. That sounds interesting. Maybe I'll wait a bit on the scissoring. This could be fun.
Oh, okay, we're getting into the deep Shadowrun lore here, apparently.
Yoo-hoo! I'm gonna learn something.
The most terrible of the great dragons. There are those who would disagree, but they never experience the terror of living in her shadow. Oh, so it's a girl dragon.
Oh my god. Okay. Yes, he glances at Glory. Yes, he can see that she's intrigued, and she's like, really? Girl dragon? Ew. She hot? Is she hot? Can she be done? Like, what's the deal? I like that he glances at Glory.
You are far too young to remember her, of course, but for Germans of my generation... Wait, he's supposed to be German? Oh, Jesus.
No, you know what? He had a British mother instead.
Yes.
So...
The name Feuerschwing is synonymous with chaos, destruction, and death.
So basically, like the most awesome orgasm ever, Glory is very intrigued.
It's like, and when I said back there girl dragon, I immediately thought of Shrek.
Oh, I love like I think it's the second movie where the donkey.
The second movie is the best one, yeah.
Yeah, where he's like, oh, she's been all moody, and we've been fighting, and we just hit the very rough spot, and then they join up at the end of this, like, hey, I was pregnant, hormones, babies, and all I can think when I saw that was like, how the hell did that work?
Movie magic.
Yeah, movie magic, like, has to be it, but. No, like that. When you become like a grown up, for lack of better words, and all of a sudden you think about sex on a regular basis because that's just how you're wired.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first thing that comes to mind. How did that effing work?
Well, who knows? Maybe Donkey is well hung.
I wonder where he hides it though.
Well, horses horses do tend to keep it inside.
They do, yes, they do. Oh
Uh,
well.
I should know.
Well, went started horseback riding from like when I was 4 years old to like 1920. So yeah.
Oh damn,
Been around-
you did it even longer than I.
Oh well, my dad used to have a horse, and so did my mom. And when I was 4, I was like, oh, I want to, try and have a horse too. And they're like, well, we can't have a horse, but you can go to horseback riding once a week. So I did that.
So did you also do any competition or anything?
A little bit, but I'm not like, I have no like competitive mind at all.
Mm.
So I just like horseback riding, like going out to the stables, grooming the horses, cleaning out the stalls and just going horseback riding, like having a good old time. So
Got it. Yeah, I never really chose to go on the competitions, but that was just a way of doing things. So I just went along with it, and I gained some prizes.
when like the place where I went, they had like the little competitions a few times a year, and you just signed up for it. So
Hmm.
like I did a few things there, but yeah, no, not really competitive minded at all. So yeah, just like being around horses, and I still do when I get the chance. But
Well, you would have a field day here then on my estate here.
yay! Yeah,
I
when we
call
do the
I call my house an estate, but it's really not that big.
you know what mine. You know how I say like I live above the morgue. Like I
Mm.
have like I have a studio apartment, so like the smallest thing you can imagine.
Hmm.
So yeah, everything's quite crowded in here. Even
Hmm.
though I've been cleaning out a lot of shit, there's still way too much stuff in here.
Ever since we put the second desk here in my room, my room has also been a bit more cramped.
Yeah, and now with summer coming, yeah, and everything is like it's like living in an oven, basically.
Yes.
Okay, should we get back to Mr. Amsel and see what he
Yes.
has?
The dragons of today are subtle creatures, full of patience and guile. Fireswinger was not. After her awakening, she went on a 4-month rampage that claimed tens of thousands of lives.
She was horny.
Not sure.
Like she needed it.
I'm not sure how you act when you're horny, but I don't go around killing tens of thousands of people. Then.
Okay, here's the thing: when you're a girl and you're horny and frustrated, and if you can't really get off for one reason or another, like first of all, you don't really show it, like people can't tell. And when you're frustrated, like you just need to get that energy out,
Hmm.
one way or the other. So, yeah, some become a bit aggressive. Like maybe that's the route she took, you know. Others just try to be patient, and then when they get home, they're like, "Okay, hands, get to work.
Okay
I
then.
need to take the edge off."
I am learning so many things.
You know what? We're slut pillars. It had to get dirty at some point.
Yeah. Amsel takes a deep breath, slowly releases it. There is a haunted look in his eyes.
Uh-oh.
Those were dark days. Countless men, women, and children were slaughtered, roasted alive in their homes by a creature of legend. No hope for salvation, and no end in sight. It was a horror that you cannot begin to understand.
All right. Well, make us understand, Amsel. Or maybe the next part is for me, and
Yes.
I'm still waiting. Oh my god.
It's like if I'm not talking right after that, it means that it's your turn now.
Oh god. Like, we have to, like, manage the small talk, so when it becomes my part, we have to do a little bit of small talk while the delay here, gets underway. Just to
It's
fill
like
in the
with
gaps.
awkward pauses.
Yeah. The viewers will be like, what the fuck is going on?
Well, I don't have that many viewers at the moment, so
No, but when you have to save this, and you have to do something, and we have to alert all the slot pillars to come and watch it. Okay, so Glory says, what stopped her? I can't imagine that a rampaging dragon would just go away on its own. Besides, if it was me, I would keep going till the entire job was done. Like, you have to finish when you start, but you just have to. You know?
No, back there.
Otherwise, you'll end up even more frustrated.
You almost sounded like my PR department back there.
Oh, well, you know.
Alright.
Okay.
Eventually, the Firewing was brought down by a man named Dr. Adrian Vauclair. Well, with the help of the Luftwaffe, of course. But it was experimental weapons designed by Dr. Vauclair that finally pierced her hide. So they made a lot of black arrows.
Yeah.
She fell in a hail of bullets and rocket fire and crashed down in the radioactive wasteland of the SOX.
Okay, so she was a dragon and fell into radioactive wasteland, and so does that mean she turned into like a Godzilla dragon hybrid?
Oh, maybe.
Who knows?
Maybe she could turn in something like King Ghidorah.
Ew.
This event was called the Dragonfall. Title drop.
The dragon fall. Okay, that's a very creative title. You know.
It's actually a bit like in the town I live in. It used to be called well, if I translate it directly into English, Eagle Shot. Because the legend goes that the founder of this city, he founded the city on the spot where an eagle landed that he shot down. So.
You know what? Why make it even more complicated than it already is? No?
So he just called the city then Eagle Shot.
Okay, so how would you say it in, like, I don't know, that would be, do you speak like, I don't know, I think we call it Flamsk in Danish.
Yes, the sort of Dutch that I speak is Vlaams.
Yeah.
Yes, so, well, the name has changed, so now my town is called Aarschot.
It sounds like ass shot.
Alright. Safe at last from the dragon's wrath, Germany celebrated Vauclair as a hero. Our own Siegfried, a modern-day dragon slayer. My own family practically worshipped the man.
A modern-day dragon slayer. Oh well, so maybe he didn't use like black arrows since it's like supposed to be modern day.
Yeah, but I just
Wait,
that's where my
black
mind again went to.
Yeah, you know what? Black lasers then. Like, we upgraded from an arrow to a laser.
Let's go with that.
If the Dragonfall was as important an event as you make it out to be, I'm surprised that I've never heard of it. Seriously, I hear a lot of stuff when I go out, because I don't spend a lot of time at home, because it's lonely. Now it's going to be even more lonely without Monica here. Oh my god, why did you have to remind me?
Well, you kinda did that yourself.
Shut up, Varren. Shut up, Dwarf.
Just saying.
Oh, she quietly sobs in the corner. So continue, Mr. Ansel.
See, you're getting a little bit into the role-playing aspect.
Yay! It's kind of fun, But then again, we have lines and stuff, so we have something to, build upon.
Yeah, okay, but you're making up your own stories and everything, so
Yeah.
those are important aspects of role-playing.
It is, yes. But I also think that I can concentrate on because you're actually, playing the game and doing all the, combat and strategy and stuff like that. So I don't have to concentrate on that part. I just have to concentrate on making a bit of a story, however silly it is. So yeah, I'm not always the best at multitasking. So yeah, having you doing lots of stuff is fine. So you can do all the work, Mr. Varren Kimbold. I'll just sit back and have fun.
And I'll be your humble servant.
Oh, serve me then. Be Amsel.
Wait, what did you say?
I said serve me then, and be Amsel. Like, read.
Okay. Those early years of the awakening were traumatic, Ege. Not just on a national level, but on a global scale. New species of awakened animals were being discovered daily. Within 2 years of the Dragonfall, the active use of magic had returned to the world. A new source of terror for a bewildered public, and in 2021, the sudden emergence of orcs and trolls gave rise to yet another wave of global panic.
Hey, don't offend my people.
I thought you were crying in the corner.
I can still hear you, you know. And I still have my pride.
In the light of such turmoil, is it any surprise that Dr. Vauclair and the Fire Ring were forgotten? Dragons were yesterday's news.
Yeah, just raising my hand here, Amsel. Just, yes, it is quite a surprise. Because, like, don't we have anything called, like, history books and history classes and stuff like that? Like, wouldn't it be important, you know, to know our own history? Like, especially if it was such a global event. Like, seriously, you know, just saying.
Well, you know the kids these days.
Yeah, true. And you're rubbing your temples again. Like,
Yes.
seriously, Amsel, am I really annoying you that much? Like, come on. I'm Glory, for fuck's sake. I'm cool.
Again, all of this happened decades ago. To the best of my knowledge, the story of Fire Swing is a bit of historical trivia, and nothing more.
Historical trivia. Seriously, it's the most important event in our history. Like,
Well, in this universe, the awakening was the most important part.
once again, the awakening taking the entire spotlight. Fucking drama queen. Alright, so Monica spent her dying breath trying to tell us about a long dead dragon. Iga sweeps her eyes across the group, searching for a glimmer of insight. Finally, she gives up. Any ideas as to why? Like, do you think she wanted to bang it when she saw it? Like, do you think it was hot? Like, do you think I was in danger of losing her? Like, even if she wasn't even mine in the first place, because she played me a bit like a game.
Well, in some stories, dragons are able to shapeshift.
You know what? I think Monica probably saw the dragon. It shapeshifted, and she was like, "Oh my god, that's the hottest thing I've ever seen." And then the hotness like fried her brain.
It's like in the Witcher series, you have the golden dragons who can do that. And in a book I read a while back, there was also some dragons that could turn into humans.
Ooh, cool.
Like that book that was a whole well, it was a reimagining of history and played out in the 1920s. It was a war between humans and dragons.
Oh, cool. Very cool.
It's from a German writer called Markus Heitz.
You know what? If you can like send me the title or something on Twitter, like just PM me and I'll see if I can check it out. I love like 1920s stuff.
Oh, then I think you would really like this book.
Yeah, just send me a PM with the title or something and then I'll look it up.
It also has a strong female character as the protagonist, so
Woohoo! Woohoo! Women all the way. And also, if the dragon shape shifted into like a hot woman and that fried, you know, Monica's brain, then I was right. She did die of like the most intense orgasm ever. Just saying.
alright. Amsel's voice trembles with frustration. No, it doesn't make any more sense to me than it does to you. The Dragonfall is ancient history. Fire Swing has been dead and gone for 42 years. But there's one thing that I do know. Whatever Monica saw, whatever she was trying to tell us, it was important.
Okay, wait. Just again, I'm still just raising my hand back here. You know, Gloria. Hey, forgotten me? No. Okay, just it happened 42 years ago. Okay, that's that's so recent history. Like seriously, why doesn't more people know about it? Does it really have to be like 100 years old, 200 years old before we need to know about it? Like 42 years, that was like yesterday's news. Like why? How come no one has told me about this? Like seriously,
Well, if I remember correctly, this game takes place in 2100.
Mhm.
So that's a bit more years between the awakening and this timeline.
Ah, fucking hell. You know what, Amsel? I'm just gonna go buy myself a couple of history books and screw you.
He visibly struggles to calm himself, takes a deep breath, then slowly releases it.
Yeah, Glory has really upset him at this point, I think.
I will look into this and I will find answers. In the meantime, did you turn up anything else of value?
Yeah, there was that big thing going on like below.
Mm-hmm. The estate was just a front for whatever was going on in the basement.
Yay! Nice choice.
Amsel nods. That much is clear. Oh, it wasn't a minor enterprise either. That facility took serious funds to build.
Well, you know.
So like the only reason that I can do a kind of sort of Irish accent is because I watched the series Father Ted.
Oh yeah, I can't really do like accents and stuff like.
Well, you already have an accent on your own.
Yeah, so I'm just using my own accent because
Mhm.
I try sometimes when I listen to again native speaker of English and I try to imitate what they're doing, but doesn't really work for me, so I just stopped trying and I'm just trying to pronounce words the best I can so that people can understand me. So Oh.
With me, it's sort of the same when I listen to a Sabaton song.
Yeah.
When I sing or growl along with the lyrics, then I put a little bit of a Swedish spin on the lyrics as well. So
Cool.
it's like just rolling the R's and everything.
Yeah, Swedish sounds so much better than Danish does. Just saying like they're singing and we're just like have a potato in our mouths. So
Well, if you
That's-
describe it yourself like that, so
that's what people tell me. I've also been told that Danish can sound kind of like Tolkien's Elvish every once in a while, but yeah, most of the time, most of the time Danish doesn't sound good. Just letting you know, like that's the reason why I like English more than Danish. Okay, glory and time. There was more to it than we saw. Places like that don't spring up overnight. Like seriously, did you see the statues outside, like the lions with the angels on? Like that was so cool. Like, do you think I can order some somewhere, or do you think it would be expensive? Do I have to steal one? Any thoughts on that, or are we just going straight for the conspiracy theory instead? Because
with Shadowrun, it's mostly it's safer to go for the conspiracy theory.
Okay, we wait to decorate my house until some other day.
And all in secret, the owners, whoever they may be, were none too pleased by your escape, I'm sure. What else did you find? And everything
Yep.
went to hell. We were confronted by an orc in military-grade armor.
Yeah, he was quite ugly. Just letting you know. Such a turn off. Such a turn off.
I can still hear ya.
Yes, I know, and you were such a fucking turn off. He appeared to be the head of security. And you may have been the head of security, but fucking hell. Seriously, turn off. They could have chosen a prettier guy.
Screw you.
Screw you right back. Seriously, I have a fisting dwarf here. I'm sure he could pull you down.
Did someone say fisting?
Oh my god, like you have to upload this. We have to be able to show this to the other guys.
All right. I'll download this to my computer. Maybe edit it a little bit, and I'll put it on my YouTube channel.
Oh, that would be so much fun. Hopefully that could give you a few more viewers as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Amsel, give it to us straight.
That is not much to go on. Do any details about this orc come to mind? Any distinguishing features that I could look into?
He said he had a small gun, but apparently it was a big gun, and that quite disturbed us. Especially Dietrich, because apparently his asshole is very small.
He was an older guy for one. From the sound of his voice, I'm guessing mid to late 30s. Pretty old for an orc.
Too old for you?
Orcs don't really get too old in the Shadowrun universe.
I was thinking like preference-wise, like do you prefer them older or younger than you, or the same age? With Dietrich, I was asking him.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, you know what? We'll just ignore Dietrich. Like he's not the interesting character here. Glory, like definitely is.
She's your bae.
Yeah, she's my bae. Oh, like seriously, look at her. Like so fucking hot. And then again, I like brunettes and redheads, so right up my alley.
Mm.
And he had pale skin grafts. Most of his face looked like replacement material. Seriously, so ugly you would have thrown up. Just saying. If the grafts came from a legitimate hospital, there may be medical records. But seriously, what hospital would put their name on that work? Like, oh my god, like, I wish, if I'd had my phone, I could have taken a picture and I could have shown you and you would see what I mean, but just hope you never see him or anyone as ugly as him, because such a turn off. Seriously, Absol, I'm telling you.
Alright. That is something. I will see what I can find out. Did you note anything else during the run that may be of value? That's all we got.
Yeah. Sorry. Don't have much.
Maybe I should have taken that vase.
Yeah, you know what? That's not much. Seriously, guys. Frustrated. I need to go find someone new to scissor. Glory, come here. No! Stay away from me.
Doing one of your famous tackle hugs.
Yay! Tackle hug.
Amsel nods. His face is drawn and haggard. It is thin, I agree. A basement, a middle-aged orc with skin grafts, and a long-forgotten world event.
You know what? He looks like drawn and haggard. Like, I think it's just, dealing with these guys and all the talk about scissoring and ugly orcs and all that stuff. He's just like, seriously, how did I get this group? Like, oh my god, I should have stayed in bed. I should have listened to my mother. I should have found another line of work. This is making me mad. Like, I think that's what he's thinking right now. What are we choosing?
I think I'm going to pick the first one. Wait, we're still missing something. Who paid for this run? Amsel looks pained. I do not know his exact identity. I did not set up the run. Monica did.
Well...
His face reddens. I warned her. I told her not to take the job, but she assured me that would be a cakewalk.
Cakewalk.
That's how it was written.
I'm just imagining like someone like stomping ahead on like a trail of cupcakes.
I was actually thinking more the line of something like out of Beauty and the Beast, like be our guest, be our guest.
That would be awesome. Oh yeah. Oh, I love Beauty and the Beast. Like when I was a kid, like when he gives her like the entire library, I was like, I want that too.
It's like your dream.
Yeah. Oh my god. And I love the fact that you can see like the ladders, up the bookcases and stuff. And some of them just goes all the way to the ceiling. And as a kid, I was looking at that. I was like, oh my god, I would never be able to read like the books on the top shelf because I would be afraid to climb up there and actually get them. But, no, I love Beauty and the Beast. That's one of the best Disney movies out there. Really, really love it.
I was always more of a Lion King guy.
Ah, that's good too.
Like I thought Beauty and the Beast was okay back in the day,
Yeah.
but Lion King was more my jam.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I like Beauty and the Beast a lot because it had one of the things I really liked about was the intro, the storytelling aspect where they use these like glass windows to explain the story.
Mhm.
And I also think I like the comic relief a lot more in Beauty and the Beast as opposed to The Lion King. Every once in a while, it just got a little bit too silly for me.
Well, come on, Timon and Pumbaa, come on.
No, they're funny. Just every once in a while, it's just like, not really my kind of humor. But I actually love the hyenas.
Oh yes.
The hyenas were the best.
Mhm. But like,
Oh,
oh, that moment when suddenly Timon begins singing, "In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight."
yeah. No, that's such a good movie.
Mhm.
Like a lot of the old Disney movies, I really, really love. I
Uh,
remember um, I needed a throat operation when I was a kid,
oh God.
and yeah, not fun. And apparently they don't do them anymore because they can have side effects.
I imagine.
Or- Yeah. So I had the surgery done and come home, and it's just like sore throat, so eating a lot of ice cream, and then to comfort me, I got a Barbie doll, and then I got Aladdin on
Mhm.
VHS. So I was sitting on the couch eating ice cream and watching Aladdin,
Mm.
and I absolutely loved it. But I got so scared. Like I think I watched it like 3 times in a row because I liked it so much. But every time where he gets dropped down into the water where he's chained, I got so fucking scared, and I was like closing my eyes, and I was just like, no, 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 no. I know he's going to make it, but so scary.
I still have my original VHS of The Lion King.
Oh,
It's
I
it
don't
it
think.
it, wa- it was it's a very special one because one, it was it's the English version with Dutch subtitles, which is very uncommon for a kids movie here in Belgium.
Yeah.
And it's a purple VHS,
That sounds cool.
so that makes it a little bit extra special for me.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, like I don't think any like Danish kids movies came out with subtitles. I think they were all dubbed. And back in the day, I know that Denmark tend to win a lot of awards for their dubbing because apparently we were very, very good at it, getting like the everything close to the original and stuff like that.
Hmm.
So yeah, everything was dubbed.
Yeah,
Um,
I remember when I got Lion King 2, I was pretty shook up by suddenly hearing the Dutch voices out of characters I was so used to speaking in English.
I can imagine you're just like, no, no, this is wrong.
Once you've heard James Earl Jones out of Mufasa, you can't accept anything less.
I can imagine. Oh,
God,
like,
the James Earl Jones. That's one of those guys who has a voice that even me makes me go, oh my God.
ah,
It's like him, Vin Diesel.
it's John
Um,
Connor for me. Like when you watch the old Bond movies, it's just like, yeah, yeah, that's just keep talking, just
oh,
keep.
you see, my Sean Connery movie is Zardos. The
No.
gun is good. The penis is evil.
Oh, by the way, with the second Lion King movie, when I got it, or when me and my sister got it, we were actually we were at this giant retail store, and we were like standing in line late in the day with our mom, and we were all tired and we just wanted to go home. And then they had them at the queue. You could take one, and then they were also playing it on TV. So me and my sister watched like the first half of the movie because we were standing in the queue that long. And they were like, "Oh, we didn't get to finish it." And my mom was like, "You know what? Just take a copy. Like, I don't care anymore. I just want to go home." So that's how we got a copy, and then we got home,
Oh God.
and my
Oh
mom was just like, "Okay, I can park you two in front of the TV now. Don't have to worry about you. Watch the fucking movie."
God, old VHS stores. Those I still have a very faint memory from back in the day when there was one right really close to me, and I would get lots of. It was mostly Lucky Luke cartoons. I would get.
Yeah, we had one close to me as well. And like front of the store, like when you walked in, it was like this very little like kiosk kind of thing. You walked in and they had candy and they had alcohol. So on the left you could buy candy, on the right you could buy alcohol and cigarettes. Then you walk down one step and they had like the movie section, a very small selection, usually just some cartoons and whatever was, whatever action movie was popular. That's what they had. And then they had two back rooms. One was, kind of like gaming, you could play like blackjack and stuff like that. And they had like the machines, like the slot machines. They had that.
Mm-hmm.
They had like that little, it was just a very small gaming room. And then, of course, like behind the other curtain was the adult section where kids weren't allowed to go.
Of course.
And it was this very dark store, and it had like the door and one small window at the video section, but otherwise it was like completely dark going in there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, that brings back memories. Mm-hmm. And I remember we had to cross the street to get to it, so we weren't allowed to go there without a grown-up, to lead us across the street.
God, I also remember renting one of the it was a Disney cartoon with like all the Disney characters like Donald Duck, Mickey Mouse and everyone. And they were playing a soccer game, and I don't know why I remember this because I actually hate soccer, but this cartoon really stuck in my mind for some reason.
It's the weirdest things that stick in your mind, like from when you're a kid.
Yeah, really.
Oh my god. You know what? Getting back to the game. Anyway,
God.
back to the game.
Monica was approached recently by a man who calls himself Green Winters. He used to be a prominent activist in the F-state political scene. I never much liked the man, and I certainly never trusted him.
Okay, so the F-state is part of the whole Shadowrun lore, I take it.
Yes. I'm not sure what exactly it entails anymore, but I do remember that it is very important.
Okay.
But Monica, she would do anything for her cause, anything for the flag state. He sighs.
Yes.
Winters swore that the data he was after was crucial to ensuring the future stability of the flags. And that was all it took. Alright then. We need to track down Monica's client and press him for information.
That's a good plan.
Yes, most definitely. It is clear that Green Winters has involved us in something much larger than he had led Monica to believe.
Yes, I'm just going to be a noob for a moment. Flux state. I'm not quite sure what that is.
God, that's... it's like I'm also not a big expert on Shadowrun, so...
Okay, like the flux state, like I'm thinking it's some sort of cyber electronic thing, like, with her doing the hacking thing in her head, or is it more...
I'm thinking more of the lines maybe of a place where humans and metahumans live alongside together or something like that.
Okay. Good. Then I know that, and then I understand it a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When he finds out what happened on the run, he's probably gonna rabbit. We need to chase him down before that happens. We need a plan. Dwarf. What do you say? Fisting or something else?
As much as I enjoy the fisting, I don't think it will really happen. It will really help in this situation.
Probably right.
So we need information on Green Winters, and we need it fast.
I would say that was a good choice. And I'm guessing
it's Paul now.
Ah.
There is a man here in the Kruis Bazaar. A Turk named Altürk Buragaji.
What the I'm just looking at the name right now.
It's Turkish.
You know what? I say very good job on pronouncing it, because I would have just given up.
Well, my sister's boyfriend is a Turk, so...
Oh. He taught you a few things?
Well, not exactly, but when you hear certain things, you you pick some things up here and there.
Hmm. Makes sense.
But like just for context, my sister is like 18 years older than me, so
Oh, okay.
and she's actually my half sister.
Huh.
Like
Well, I have
we
one
we sh-
sister
we share
and
the same father, but not the same mother.
okay, I have one sister. She's 100% my sister. And she's 3 years younger than me.
God, my father is a story all on its own, which I'm not going to go deep into that now. But
That's okay. Like, I don't judge. Like, I know family can be complicated and all that stuff. And interesting. Very interesting.
all right, he owns a little soy caf shop just down the way called Café Sesve. Kesve
I think it's Jesway. Isn't the C like a J in Turkish?
could be, I don't remember.
Mm.
Kesve. This
Mm.
man is also a purveyor of information. I have done business with him from time to time.
What just happened to the voice right there?
Turned a little bit Irish there, I think. Speaking of Irish, and you think
Yeah.
you would know something about green winters?
Well, Dietrich, that's why we're going to ask him.
Amsel nods. When I discovered Monica's renewed association with green winters, I contacted Altwook. One of his people has been keeping tabs on Winter ever since. As I said, I did not trust the man.
I'm still thinking ahead.
For good reason, it would seem. I'll talk to Altwick and see what he knows about green winters. Very well, tell him I send you, and I will do what I can to dig into the information that you've uncovered already, sparse though it may be.
Yeah, we should have.
I gained some karma. Ooh, I have a dog,
You have a dog?
apparently.
Oh, come on.
It's a big dog,
Delay.
called
Come on.
Dante.
Oh my god, it's super cute. Oh, and it has like little tiger stripes.
Oh, it was Monica's dog, apparently.
Monica's dog. Aww.
As you start toward the safe house door, a large four-legged form steps around the corner. Dante, Monica's dog, an enormous mongrel of indeterminate breed. A low whimper emerges as he enters the room, head hanging low.
Aww. He misses Monica. Though he's probably happy about not having Iga around anymore.
Ah, shite, Dante. Dietrich shakes his head. Don't worry, boy. We'll look after you.
Aww. Dietrich has a soft spot for a little doggy. Aww. I like Dietrich a little more now.
At the sight of Monica's dog, Amsel's eyes well up. He inhales but can't quite catch his breath. He started whimpering about an hour ago. Turned into a full-blown howl. Wouldn't stop. Kept... He closed his eyes. That's when I realized something bad had happened. Oh, they even gave him his own portrait.
Really? Let me see. Come on. Delay. Fucking delay.
Looking down into those huge brown eyes, you see intelligence and sadness.
Aww.
He lets out a small whine and rubs his head against you.
Oh, he's so cute. I just want to, like, nuzzle him behind the ears.
Alright, let's scratch him behind the ears.
Yay! I didn't even see that was an option, but yay! Tell me.
Dante leans into you and looks up mournfully, pressing his ribs against your leg.
Aww.
Ooh.
So cute.
I guess
We got a friend.
Yes, we got a friend indeed. I guess the dog is going with you, Varren. Amsel takes a ragged breath and releases it. Then a slow, melancholy smile plays across his face. Well, perhaps perhaps a part of Monica lives on in Dante. Return to the safe house when you're finished with Altwig, mein Freund. With a little luck, he can help us locate Green Winters. We can get to the bottom of this. He stares at the floor. And now, I think we should all take a moment. He lips tighten for Monica.
Just noticing, like, the hound is the same size as our little Varren.
As me.
Yeah. You know, being a responsible dog owner, you do know that you have to, like, you know, clean up after him. So I'm just thinking, like, how big the shits will be compared to the dwarf.
As far as I see it, I think it would serve as a nice steed. Ride me into glory, Dante.
Yay!
Alright, we can talk with some more people.
Yay!
Let's talk with Dietrich first. That way you don't have to do too many voices.
Thank you. I'm just gonna take a piece of chocolate and trying to keep my energy levels a bit up with some sugar.
Yeah, I think we'll just finish up here in a safe house and then we'll end the stream for today.
Yeah, it's like 1:15 a.m.
Yeah,
So.
I completely lost track of time.
Yeah, me too. Like, we've been talking for 3 hours.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
Dietrich turns its head at your approach. His aging face is traced with a network of faint scars, the legacy of too many fights over too many years. While he still retains a degree of strength and vigor, it's obvious that the shaman you see today is a shadow of his former self. Despite all of this, there is still an aura of power surrounding the man. He raises his bottle, offering to you. Well, of course the Irishman is drunk.
You know what? He didn't waste any time. He went straight to the bottle. Like, he knew what he wanted. He went for it. I can respect that.
Varren, welcome. I've got a bottle of schnapps that needs sharing, and we've got a fallen comrade to drink to. I'm going to take the bottle.
Yeah, I think you should. Like, common code.
To Monica, Prost. The liquor in the bottle is crystal clear, and as you raise it, you catch an intoxicating whiff of cloves and caramel. It tastes of sweet corn and walnuts, with a lingering aftertaste of buttery toffee.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
You swallow a swig, then return the bottle to Dietrich's outstretched hand. He takes a long pull on the bottle, then locks eyes with you.
Uh-oh.
Let me ask you a question, Varren. What made you choose to come to Berlin?
I thought he was going to ask you about fisting, like, he likes pulls in the bottle, he locks his eyes at you, and he, you know.
Bow chicka wow wow.
Exactly.
Let's do the tragic route. I'd rather not talk about it.
Yeah.
I can appreciate that, boss. Honestly, I can. All the same, if you're going to be calling the shots from this point, I need to know what kind of man you are.
Oh, we're a tragic hero, so, you know.
Oh, here, the second one. A member of my old crew betrayed me.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Ain't that a pisser? I can handle all sorts of things, but betrayal always makes me see red.
Dietrich, I was wrong about you. You're good peoples. Very good peoples. I'm not sure which one to pick. Besides, this chat is covering a bit of the second and third answer, so.
Oh yeah, that's just the setup that I have now.
Yeah, that's okay.
I think we'll just go with the first one, a little bit more tragic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know the feeling. I tried to make him answer for it, but the bastard got away.
I can just see, you know, like Varren, the dwarf Varren, just shaking his fist, you know, in anger, just got away, bastard.
It's like that Arthur meme.
Yeah.
The piece of dreck cut and run, hey, that's rough, friend. Dietrich takes another swig from his bottle, then shrugs. Sure, we got away, but who knows, right? Maybe we'll catch up with him someday.
Oh yes, we'll get our revenge.
So after all this went down, you decided to bail out of the Ruplex and head to Berlin. Am I getting that right? More or less. There wasn't much left for me in the Ruplex, and Monica made me a hell of an offer.
Do we even know what Monica offered, like, specifically, or do we just know that?
I just think it was just a lot of money.
Yeah. Okay.
It was like making a huge offer. It made me an offer I can't refuse.
Yes. Yes. Just yes.
Well, my best Marlon Brando was the Godfather.
Oh, I love that movie.
Ah, yes, Monica. Dietrich raises his bottle again, then closes his eyes and takes a long drink. After the moment has passed, he returns his attention to you. Even my narration is turning a little bit Irish.
Yeah. I noticed.
It all comes back to our girl, doesn't it? So let me ask you, just what was your relationship with Monica anyway? I know that you two knew each other way back, but she was pretty coy about these things.
Well, I wouldn't think there were any fisting between Varren and Monica. Like, she seemed to be, you know, a gal kind of gal.
Well, you never know. Maybe she played both teams.
Yeah. No, I got the lesbian vibe of her, but then again, a lot of people think that I'm a lesbian for some reason, so I don't know. Never judge a book by its cover.
So are you more bisexual then or anything?
I'm actually more into guys than I'm into girls.
Oh,
so.
okay.
So yeah, they're really off there, but
Alright.
with Glory, I'd go full lesbian because she's damn cute.
Alright. I think I'm almost slipped almost slipped there into Dutch for a moment.
I would have loved to have heard that.
Well, I can always talk a little bit into Dutch, but I'm sure you wouldn't understand any of it.
Yeah, true. You know what? I would just speak Danish back to you. Yeah.
Are you always this inquisitive? Yeah, I suppose. My life's an open book, so I guess it just sort of figures that everyone else will be too. So how about it? Wanna fill me in? You know, I'll go along with your story and just say we were friends.
Yay!
Let's keep the fantasy real.
Yes, let's. But yeah, I would say, like, even without our little story, like, they didn't seem like they had anything romantic going on. Like, you know, that there was a lot of respect, but more as business partners, and maybe they had a few, like, runs together where they really got to know each other. Like, that's the vibe I would get anyway. So yeah. Okay, Dietrich. Give it to us.
Right there with you, and privileged to say so. She was one of the best women I've ever known. Anyway, I've taken over your time, and the bottle's almost empty. Thanks for taking the time to talk. For what it's worth, I'm happy to hear you're here with us.
Aw, thanks, Dietrich.
Dietrich takes a final pull on the bottle, then tips it forward, pouring the rest on the ground. Rest in peace, Monica. We'll miss you, girl.
It
Alright.
did sound delicious. Like, whatever he was drinking, it sounded delicious. Like a caramel sort of flavor.
I'm guessing this was Monica's room, where I'm in now.
Nur für... Ah, you ran past it. Okay. Nur für Mitarbeiter. Ah, only for the co-workers. Yeah, that looks like her room. She's got a lot of stuff. Is that like a giant dream catcher on the end of one of the shelves?
Yes, that is one.
Mm.
It's hardly surprising to see that because there's a lot of Indian stuff that runs through Shadowrun, like
Yeah.
with the shamans and everything.
Cool. Learning a lot. I would love to go through like her bin, like all the papers that's in there. That's bound to be some goodies.
Well, I didn't see any opportunities to take anything.
No, they're keeping that from us.
The
Boo.
the game's not letting us. If this was a Bethesda game, we would be able to loot this game till it was empty.
True.
Then
True.
then again, you would have some guards suddenly coming after you. Hold there, brigand!
Exactly. But then again, you just want to loot everything. And I like to loot because I'm such a hoarder. I need to hoard everything when I play games.
Hmm.
So bad. So bad.
I'm guessing this was our room. Oh, like, this is our room.
Um,
If this is all the lighting that my room has, then that light tube is doing all the work here.
I do like the decoration we have on the wall. Like the purple one at the end.
The purple pentagons,
Yeah.
or just no, it's hexagons.
Yeah, hexagons.
God, me and geometry.
Yeah. Same here.
All right, prepare to do some more voice work.
Okay, we're going to Igar?
Yes.
Okay, just give me a sec and I will be right there with you. Ba-da-da. 3, 2, 1, go. Iga glares at you. You can taste the bile in her stare. She clearly still blames you for Monica's death. Something I can do for you? Fearless leader? Grumble, grumble, grumble.
You're
But
wrong. You're wrong about me, Iger. I intend to prove that to you.
I like how Varren is standing his ground.
Well, I assume that with the old gang that he was the leader back then.
Or at least he has so much experience that he knows that he can stand his ground.
Yeah, probably.
She stares at you for a moment, then looks away. Best of luck with that, Varren Kimbold. Now please, leave me alone. I'm too distraught about not getting any scissoring done. Too distraught, I tell you.
Not just yet. There's something else that I want to say.
Is it about fisting? 'Cause then I might be open to it.
We need to talk about Monica.
Fine. Fine. And I'm waiting for the screen to change. Okay, there we go. Not right now, we don't. Don't push me on this, Varren Kimbold. One of these days, you're gonna hash this out. And you can talk all you like about the clusterfuck that killed one of my best friends. And one of the few people who wanted to teach me how to scissor properly and get a girl to orgasm. But it won't be today. Sorry, lost character there for a bit.
You know what? Let's just do all the conversations options that we have.
Yeah.
You owe me an apology. You had no right to call me out like that in front of the team.
And Varren continues to wonder why Iger takes so long to answer him. Little did he know that her voice actress was experiencing a delay. She replies through clenched teeth, "You want to step away from me, Varren Kimbold, right now, or I'm going to scissor you. Do you hear me?"
Wait, what? Alright, Iger, but this conversation isn't over.
Wise choice. I have a feeling she would probably crush his crutch.
Buy my balls, girl.
It is for now, fearless leader. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Get the hell out of my sight. I have to figure out how to find someone else to scissor with. Maybe I should try this Tinder thing.
It's like Shadowrun Tinder.
Yeah.
That line that I used, "Buy my balls, girl," that's from a very obscure game. That was a remake of Golden Axe. It's like,
Don't even know Golden Axe, so.
oh, Golden Axe is a very classic beat 'em up from back in the day.
Yeah.
It was on a lot of arcade machines, and it was also on the Genesis or the Mega Drive here in Europe.
Yeah, we didn't really have like arcades in Denmark. That wasn't really a thing. And the only like really beat 'em up game I played was Tekken for the PS1.
That's more of a fighter, but okay.
Yeah, but again, bit of
Yeah,
a new.
I'm sorry. My game snobbiness comes up like that. Like, that is a fighter. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's okay. At least I'm learning a little bit. Whether or not I remember is another thing. But you know.
Yeah. Well, anyway, the remake, it's shit. Aside from that one line, "Buy my balls, girl."
Well, it is a good line. I'll give it that.
And it's also
So,
said
okay.
by it's also said by a dwarf.
Yay! It fits. It fits. Now let's talk to Glory, who is in the bathroom. Ooh, maybe she's getting undressed to take a bath. Waiting, a lovely delay.
All right, I'm going to read this out real quick. Glory is beautiful in a waifish sort of way. Her features are almost elvish in their delicacy, but there's something cold about her that you find slightly unsettling.
You see, yes, just yes. I'm there.
She's really speaking to you.
Yep.
What's more unsettling is her chrome. Glory is rocking a heavy load of cyberware. From head to toe, she looks to be composed more of plastic and metal than she is of skin and bone.
Not a problem. As long as I can get it off at one point, that's not a problem.
She's more machine now than man. Twisted and evil.
You know what? I love that I can see like through the little box, you know, with the text. You can see Iger, like her little avatar standing, and it looks so dopey.
Well, that's the idle animation.
Okay. In the shadows, individuals such as this are anything but uncommon. The glorious cyberware is first generation, all of it. Bulky, invasive, practically museum pieces. This chrome was obsolete well before she was born.
So she's from the first generation of Shadowrun.
Woo. She likes the classics. Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Delay.
Yeah.
Yes. Varren Kimbold. Glory shifts her gaze to you, but her expression is as cool and placid as always. Can I help you?
Let's do a little bit of small talk with her.
Yes.
Hey, Glory, how are you holding up?
Once again, Glory is wondering why it takes so long for her to reply. Little does she know that her voice actress is the same girl from Denmark who's experiencing a delay in the stream. Don't worry about me. I'm solid.
You sure? You look like you're a million miles away.
Well, I had already distanced myself a bit from Monica since she was hooking up with Iger, so yeah, I was already over her. But yeah, I'll be with you when it counts. Right now, it doesn't, so don't really care.
Any thoughts on what we should do next?
Delay, 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 delay. Du. We should have this kind of music, they play when you're like on hold.
Mm-hmm.
We should have that kind of music playing with the delay, waiting for me. Yeah, we're there. Find our missing client. Extract some answers. Beyond that, find another decker. And as for me, I have to find a new girlfriend so I can get off because I really need to. I'm thinking about taking a trip to Denmark. What do you think? Good idea? Yes, no?
A little bit cold there, isn't it?
Yeah, but I heard there's a certain blue-haired girl that I might find attractive, so... I don't know. We'll see. Oh, by the way, Monica won't be easy to replace. Best start looking now.
Mm-hmm. I have a question for you, Glory, of the personal kind.
If it's about my scissoring experience with Monica, I'm sorry, my lips are sealed, like, that's between us girls. But I'll be happy to listen to any fisting story you have. When you have the time. So I'm not big on sharing sport. Personal reasons. You understand, I'm sure. The edge in her voice tells you that she's not interested in continuing this conversation.
Oh,
I like...
yeah, okay, let's leave her.
No!
Of course, we all have our secrets, but if you ever want to talk, I'm here.
I need more. I
Why?
need more glory.
Well, I just think if we press on more, that we get a little snag in the relationship.
Yeah. No, she seems like the kind of gal who doesn't need the small talk. She just come up and say, hey, this is what I want to do. This is how I want to do it. Let's get on with it. And I can appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let's talk with Amsel.
Yeah.
Let's see what he has to say.
I love that we have the dog like following us right now. So cute. Hey, Amsel.
Wait for a minute. Woke up my mom.
Oh. Sorry.
It's my fault. Like I said, we'll after our conversation with him, we'll stop. Varren Kimbold. Amsel peers at you apprehensively. His eyes are bloodshot, his expression grim. Did you get the information about Green Winters? No, not yet. Then please continue working. We need to find that man. Alright.
Okay, so he's clearly been crying over Monica, like bloodshot eyes. So do you think he's been crying because he just misses her, or because he can no longer spy in on her, scissoring with Glory and Iger, respectively?
Could be a possibility.
He's like, oh no, I don't know about this thing called Pornhub. Maybe it doesn't even exist in this universe. What am I going to do?
Alright, I'm just going to save real quick. Create new save, okay.
Oh, Blake, I thought you had left. Now I see you have actually chatted a little bit. Just, it's moved so slow for me. Sorry.
That's no problem. Like I said, I think it's best if I close down now.
Yeah, like it's 22:02 right now, so I should get to bed as well.
Okay, but for next stream, let's have you on again to have some more voices and everything.
Yay! So much fun.
Alright, we'll plan that out for the future. Like the week that comes now, I'll going to spend working on my portfolio. So
Yeah, I also have I have a meeting tomorrow night, and then I have, paper I have to keep writing on. So yeah.
All right. Well, I thank you very much for joining me, Marv.
Yeah, it was so much fun, and I can't wait to come on again.
All right. And to Blake, I thank you for joining us in the chat, and all the
Yay.
other people who came in and left again.
And to everyone who will watch this in the future, thank you.
Yeah. Bye, everyone.